Hello folks, and welcome to something a little bit different and a bit spur of the moment, because turns out I don't have a Salmon Max for this week, so recording this real fast, rendering it together, and then uploading. Welcome to League of Legends. I have not actually uploaded any of this to my channel yet because I couldn't previously record it reliably. But thanks to a suggestion on somebody else's YouTube video, when they were also having similar problems with Sir You Are Being Hunted, when they were trying to show it, I have purchased Bandicam, and this video is the result of me testing it out on League of Legends, which previously would be throttled down in FPS if I tried to record it. So far, seems to work really great. I can choose sections of the screen, so I do things that aren't full screen. I can, record things the way I normally did, and it doesn't seem to interrupt things the way that perhaps did. Had a few weird issues with the FPS counter. Sometimes it records on the end footage for some reason. I apologize to those of you who do not play League of Legends. I'll try to explain a few bits of terminology if they come up. Otherwise, it's just kind of gonna talk over this and point out some fun things. I do potentially plan to make a sort of tutorial-ish series. I think I mentioned this in one of the previous videos. So if this piques your interest and looks kind of fun, then you can look forward to those, and I'll be explaining the game in more detail. As it is, this is an ARAM, which is an acronym for All Random All Middle. Used to be a game mode in the typical 3-lane map. Everyone would just cluster into the middle lane and duke it out with whoever they got sat with the random button. Now it's an official game mode, so I got stuck with a Rammus. Typically an armadillo. In my case, he's a robot, because I'm collecting all the robot skins, because I'm silly like that. I had something else I was going to mention. Oh, I do want to apologize again for the horrible lack of videos recently. The school popping up, and then because of school popping up and taking 2 of my days away, my work schedule being all shifted around has left me with far less open free afternoons than I'm used to. And on top of that, the free time I do have, I tend to be lazy and do other things with it. So I need to motivate myself again and get back to making videos on the regular, which I will hopefully do in the future. But yeah, this has been a bad week for me. I will try to buckle down and make more videos. Got plenty to work with. That should not be a problem. So yes, this game mode tends to be kind of non-stop hectic. Lots and lots and lots of just skirmishes all the time. Typically, when you're split up in various lanes, there's all sorts of, careful dancing around your opponent, and you're focusing on killing the minions in the lane, but when everyone's all together, it kind of turns into this. So, Rammus, the guy I'm playing, is pretty much all about tankiness. His abilities tend to be getting in the way of things, disruption, forcing people to attack him, and his passive, something that every champion has that just sort of affects the gameplay, is he actually gets damage to his abilities through building armor. So, yeah, he's all about defense, and offense through defense, that sort of thing. So, yeah, he's pretty fun. I don't actually play him very often, but it's been quite good. Here you'll see me prepping to charge into their tower to go cast Ignite, one of my summoner spells on that guy, only for me to be instantly denied by my own teammate. That's okay, because I'm supposed to be supporting them anyway. I'm not really supposed to be getting kills. We'll see that change later on. Things get a little bit crazy. But despite an early death, we're actually doing quite well here. We're ahead by a kill, and the enemy team is a bit engage happy. You may have noticed they've jumped on us several times, and it has not gone well for them, because we have a lot of just ways of making them not want to be in the area. But, I was thinking I would treat this sort of like a shoutcast of like, oh, and then he goes in there, and oh, he's getting attacked, and he uses this ability, but there's a lot of downtime. Oh, well, there's Alistair engaging, and, well, there's Karthus dead. But Karthus remains alive after he's dead for a short amount of time, and so he's just pegging away at everyone, causing lots of problems, and people are dying, and it's lovely. So, now the tables have turned. We're all on the defensive here, all low on health. I charge in to try and save my teammates, and instead get myself killed. But that's okay. In ARAM, you can only purchase items when you've died and gone back to base through death. So, being dead, I can now actually purchase items. Unfortunately, I didn't actually have much money because I wasn't getting kills, so, you know, got some more defensive stuff, got some more cash, and then, yeah, that was about it. Ran back to lane. While I was gone, thankfully, my team managed to kind of turn around that bad engage that the enemy played, and, get a few kills. Unfortunately, while I'm gone, they also managed to engage again and get a kill on someone. I make the mistake several times, you may notice, of walking towards those jack-in-the-boxes, even though I know where they are. That's when I get the little scary face over my head and I start walking randomly. That is getting feared. Luckily, my team is quite on the ball about shooting them afterwards, so they don't actually do much damage to me. They're just annoying in that they cause me to start randomly wandering. It was quite a good team I had here. Specifically, what was the other one? The Zillion, the old dude with the beard and the clock on his back, is quite good. You'll see him start planting bombs on people, and occasionally, if you hear this really high-pitched, like a ringing whine, that is the sound of him marking someone, and if that person dies while they're marked like that, they come right back to life. It's kinda awesome, and he's really good at grabbing people with it later on. So, yeah, more sieging, not much going on. Early games of this game type are a little bit odd in that they go between super hectic and then nothing happening whatsoever. It's really hard to actually commentate on stuff like this. I've seen other people have problems with it, but I'm, you know, not used to it, so it's even worse for me. But as the game progresses, eventually we'll start getting a bit of momentum here, and we'll carry on up and start slaughtering things. The person playing the fox-tailed woman there, Karasu Gama, I think the name is pronounced. I've asked him a few times, and he hasn't corrected me when I say other things. He is someone I actually know. He's the reason I was playing this particular game. And, he was doing pretty well. He got us a few kills just by jumping in. I'm being an absolute man-boss here. Run up under their towers, chase a guy down, manage to kill him anyway, and then our buddy gets out! Clock bombs for the win. I honestly think Cowman there, Alistair, really could have actually killed off Zillion, but he did the smart thing pulling off, except for the fact that he had a bomb on his head and was going to die anyway. So, you know, what can you do sometimes? And of course, once again, we are here at a disadvantage, having lower health in general. But the enemy team is not taking advantage of this. They probably could charge us, or could have charged us. It's a little late now, they've taken some poking, but they could have charged us a bit ago and probably done some serious damage, but they're hanging back and just taking more and more and more of our poke. Ooh, and then our Karthus there goes in a little bit deep. But it doesn't matter because we have so much area of effect damage, they're just getting ripped apart. And there you see that white whoosh there was me getting caught by our Zillion. I was brought back to life even though I died. And if you're confused at what happened there, Alistair, that blinking noise was Alistair using an ability called Flash, which I actually do not have, so I can't point it out to you. That lets you just blink a short distance. So yeah, that was him trying to escape, and he made it for now, but it's only a momentary reprieve. And I'm ignoring getting a knife thrown at me, because why would I care? I have a giant bit of armor on my back. And we're back to being at a disadvantage. But again, the enemy team does not actually take us up on that. They could ignore our minions that are up there under their tower and probably come kill at least a couple of us. But we've got them a bit intimidated after the last few fights. We've done quite well. So even our mere presence kind of scares them off. Obviously we aren't that horrifying, but we've gotten some very lucky counter engages, such as that. He tried to move in and I happened to be in just the right position to knock him back out. So I'm probably going to die here, I forget if I do, but I'm just running back with my shield on. It does not work like a normal shield, which, you know, normally absorbs damage. Instead it makes me take less damage in the first place, but people who attack me actually take damage from having hit me. quite a handy little ability. Unfortunately, we lost Zillion. He got caught out behind us, and then Karasu tried to jump in there and save us all, and unfortunately was then caught between like 5 people. An unfortunate circumstance. Now we have Cowman trying to, oh, he caught me out. There was no saving me from that one. I was not in a good position. However, finished a couple fancy items here. Being very indecisive of which kind of boots I want to get. Shoes are important, though. You gotta have good shoes. So, I have finished what is called the Locket of the Iron Solari. That is an item that, in an area, gives all of my allies various defensive stats. It's health regen, magic resist, and armor. So it's very handy. And also, if I press the button, you notice it has a sort of a green outline in my item bar there. If I press that button, I can actually, in an area, give all of my allies who are within a certain distance a shield, which should be super handy, but I don't think I ever actually use it. Probably should have. Would have been pretty helpful. I don't recall ever actually used it. Now you may be thinking, why are you wasting those saw blades here? You're not actually hitting anyone useful. You're actually just killing minions. Rammus is, I think, the only character in the game whose ultimate like that injures towers. So it's surprisingly very handy to just blow it under a building, clear the minion wave, and then destroy the tower itself at the same time. Incidentally, if anyone's watching this and actually does play League of Legends, and specifically plays Rammus, and is seeing things that I'm doing wrong, I don't play him much, but if you have some advice, I would not be opposed to hearing it. He's very fun. I like my skin for him, so, I mean, might as well use it every now and again. Oh, and as you can see, we overstayed our welcome here. I'm doing my best to split people up, but it looks like it may be no use. Zillion, sorry, is taking quite a bit of damage. Oh, but he catches himself. He is not dead yet. I blow my ultimate. We're doing damage in an area. We lose our Karthus, but he gets to stick around and deal damage to everyone, so... I go down. However, everyone else is dead except for Clown Man, and he makes the mistake of getting just a bit too close. He's got a bomb in his head. He's going down. He's totally dead. And pop, there he goes. Yes, I love that time bomb ability. I'm not a big fan of much else that Zerath has, or Zillion has. Sorry, I keep calling him Zerath. That's a different character. He's actually in this game. Not a big fan of Zillion in general. His time bombs are awesome, however. It's really fun when you place them on someone. So here we go. I've respawned. I'm ripping my way back to lane as fast as possible. Bought another armor ability, or another armor item. They actually have a fair amount of magic damage. I probably should have built more magic resist. Most of it is stacked onto the cow and also Shaco, the demon jester. So it's not coming from everywhere. Most of the major damage, Xin Zhao got the spear, Hecarim the horse guy, and Garen the dude with the giant sword. They are doing what's called AD, which is attack damage. So it's physical. It's, you know, they're whacking people with their weapons. So building armor is fairly good against them in any respect. I make a bit of a mistake there, not paying attention to where I am. I spread myself out, wasting a lot of my ult's damage. Not really helping my allies there. But seems like they managed to hold their own. I held off a few of the other people. I chased this guy into this tower like an idiot, but it's okay because I'm Rammus and I'm frickin' invincible. So that worked pretty well. My team is pretty much ripping it up, and I'm managing to play a very nice distraction. I have 5 kills. I'm not sure how. Mostly, I'm just getting in the way, and that's the best way to play a tank. You don't kill people. You just stop other people from dying, and you make yourself a prime target because you're so goddamn annoying. And so I'm just sitting here, wailing on this tower. Things are going on. Okay, those red lines there are Karthus' ult. After a certain amount of channeling time, he hurts everyone in the game. Every enemy who is still alive in the game. There are ways of dodging it, of course. And if you manage to kill him while he's channeling it, he stops casting. So probably they should have turned all their attention towards him, but they didn't, unfortunately. But once again, we're cleaning up the enemies. It doesn't seem to matter too much. The thing about Karthus is that the fact that he stays alive after he's dead means he can actually cast his ultimate after he's died, and you can't interrupt him at that point. So it is a fairly common tactic to just hang on to that very useful full enemy team damage ultimate until people focus you down and you die, and then no one can stop you, and at that point you just rip through everyone because who's going to get in your way, basically. So here we go, running back to lane. far. I cannot keep up with Super Buzzsaw Rammus. Thankfully, it's on a super low cooldown, so by the time I actually need it again for combat, I'll be there. Oh, our team is getting themselves focused down, but Hecarim is alone. No one bothered to come with him, and looks like we've got him caught out and dead to rights. So now that a large portion of their offense is down, it's time to kill everyone else, because these people are not good at staying together. Garen goes down to another time bomb. Now there's just Shaco and Alistair left. So, roll in there. Hit him even though he's invisible, because, I mean, where else would you go, really? He did manage to double back, though. Smart play from him, but it's not going to save him. Time bombs, once again, proving to be OP. And at this point, it's just, who cares about the enemy team? Let's kill the Nexus and win this sucker. I'm taking a bit of aggro from my allies there as we hack away at this thing. Karthus gets the Zillion ult so everyone stops attacking him, because otherwise he just comes back to life. Oh, but it's wearing off and they're attacking him again, but it's too late. The Nexus is down and we have won. So, I'm not sure how good I actually did at shoutcasting that, but I hope you enjoyed. That was pretty fun. In the future, I will probably do these either live or on somebody else's game rather than my own. That way I'll be a little more surprised when things happen. Not sure this is going to be a regular thing, but it was fun once, and I needed a video, so yeah. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you folks next time. Thanks for watching.